Good morning, children. So, we're dealing with sources of energy. Already, I have explained chapter sources of energy. So, to make you better understand the topic, so what are the concepts are there in the topic? I just explained you what are the topics there inside the subject. But here, along with the pictures, you will come to know exactly what does they mean, how they look, and what are they. And sometimes we'll have the plants names, and if you will be not knowing some plants names, you might have not seen some plants names, and we'll have some factories that you will not see in some factories. And biogas, I told you how biogas is prepared, how it will be there. So all the concepts will be there in this, so it will make you understand easily. So please go through it. So that's why I am going once again with this same chapter again. So we'll go with the headlines, and with the same topics again. Once again, the headlines will be along with the pictures, so it will make you more understand the topic and the concept of this chapter. Okay, let us see. And the first one is sources of energy we have. So what do you mean sources of energy? Already I told you. So from where you get the energy? In common wise, from where you get the energy, meaning the capacity to do work is called energy. Here he has given the capacity to do work is called energy. He has given the definition of energy. So what is energy? The capacity to do work. Already I told you in the first also. So if your capacity of doing work, if you are doing work, then that capacity of doing work is called energy. And sources of energy, from where you are getting the energy. From what sources you are getting the energy. It may be light energy, it may be heat energy, thermal energy, wind energy, whatever it is, nuclear energy, everything it is being given here. So types of energies we have. In types of energies we have light energy, sound energy, heat energy, atomic energy, chemical energy, magnetic energy, muscular energy, tidal energy, electrical energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, and solar energy. But here one thing I will tell you, when I go with the kinetic energy and potential energy, these two things are very important. Why? Because these two types of energies are the convertible energies here. So one energy can be converted into another energy very easily. Kinetic energy I told you already. What is kinetic energy? The energy that the body possesses because of its motion. When the body is in motion, then we say it is a kinetic energy. What is potential energy? The body that the body possesses because of its position. Position means every object or everything in the world, they want potential energy only. Means they want to be at rest. They don't need kinetic energy. This is about kinetic energy, potential energy, and the types of energies are there. And bioenergy is the sources of energy. I told you already from where we'll get the energy. Okay, I told from water we'll get the energy, from electricity we'll get the energy, from wind we'll get the energy. In the same thing he has given biomass, fossil fuels, from sun we are getting, from wind we are getting, from tides of water we are getting, heat present inside the earth, that is geothermal energy, what I told you already. Geo means earth, thermal means temperature, energy, that energy which you are getting from the earth, heat present inside the earth, that is nothing but geothermal energy, and coal, petroleum, and as well as natural gas. And if a classification of sources of energy, how the energy has been classified. For example, renewable energy sources, non-conventional sources of energy. Examples are given: solar energy, wind energy, wave energy, geothermal energy, biomass, and even from waste. Renewable means which can be renewed again and again, which can be used again and again for some times, but not for all. And he has given here non-renewable sources of energy. Means one day or the other day they will end. So it may be today, tomorrow, or 100 years, or 1000 years, or 10,000 years. One day they will end. So those type of energies are called non-renewable sources of energies. For example, those who call it as conventional energies also. He has given coal, petrol, natural gas, and electricity. And again, conventional sources of energy. I told you, and what is conventional sources of energy? One day, the other day, they will come to end. He has given the example here. Coal. So for how many days you will dig the coal? One day you will dig, 2 days you will dig, or 100 days you will dig. Afterwards, from where you will get the coal? At that, the coal will be, and nowadays we are facing many problems with the coal only, because we have, today also in summer, we have electricity. The problem is there because of there is no supply of proper coal now. It is, and we have LPG also. LPG means liquid petroleum gas it is. And we have petroleum, this is petrol, that what we use in the vehicles, everything else. And electricity also, what we are using today, the electricity. So today we have, that is the power cut is there because of lapse of electricity in our country. And we have cow dung also. Cow dung, which is a natural process which you get from the natural, that may be from animals. So cow means we are getting from the cow, so it is called cow dung. In generally, if you want to call in Kannada, general Kannada ನಾವೇಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಸಗಣಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಹಳೆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ ಸಗಣಿ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಕುಪ್ಪೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಕುಪ್ಪೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೋಡೆಗೆ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಒಣಗಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಅದನ್ನು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸೋರ್ಸಾಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಅಡುಗೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ cow dung. ಓಕೆ. And conventional sources of energy, we have petrol and diesel, same thing. He has given petrol and diesel. Petrol and diesel, one day or the other day they will come to an end. And wood is there, same thing with the wood. And again he has given the same thing, cow dung here. And non-conventional sources of energy means for the time being they will be there with you for a long time, but indicates they will not end for a long time. So we have solar energy. Solar energy is the energy that we get from which one? I told you already. Solar energy is the energy that is from sun. So sun is the main here. That's why we call it as solar energy. And the solar collectors are there. And you have solar electricity. I think you are familiar with solar electricity. Now it is becoming very famous now. So in everything, in every homes also we have solar heaters, solar cookers. And in the roadside you can see the solar streets, light streets also. So that is there. And we have solar cells which you might have seen there. This is about solar energy and solar collectors. And non-conventional sources of energy, the same thing he has given there. Bulb, light, leaves he has given, energy conversion given. I told you some examples of trees there. Ippe tree, Neem tree, Honge tree. See, in these three, Honge is becoming very famous now because the government is ordering to produce more Honge tree, because from Honge only there is a chance of producing petrol also. But still they are going with Honge. So it is one of the most essential energy when compared to other energies, that is Honge. Remember the word Honge. So benefits of non-conventional sources of energy. What are the benefits of these energies? These forms of energy are abundant. Abundant means they are more renewable, pollution free and eco-friendly. They can also be conventionally made available in urban, rural and even remote areas. Use of non-conventional source of energy, supply of energy in a decentralized system and sustaining a cleaner environment. This is very important because sustaining a cleaner environment, whatever the energy we are using, that should be clean. It should not affect our environment. That is the main problem with those conventional and non-conventional sources of energy here. And solar energy, I told we have one solar energy. In solar energy you have many types. You have solar cookers also, solar heaters, solar panels. I told give you the example of street lights also, solar street lights. You have the batteries also. So these are some of the examples from where we can use solar energy through these instruments also. Okay. Nowadays we are giving more importance to solar energy and we are using more these kind of things more nowadays now. Okay, same thing, conversion of solar energy into electrical energy. That's why I told you why I told you conversion of solar energy into electrical energy, solar energy into electrical energy. I told law of conservation of energy is there. What law of conservation of energy says means energy can neither be created nor destroyed. We cannot create energy or we cannot destroy energy, but can be changed to one form to another form. We can change the energy to one form to another form. For example, from light energy we can change into heat energy. The best example is what you have iron box in your home. So from light energy you are converting it into heat energy. In the same way from thermal energy to heat energy. So there are different kinds of energies where it can be converted, but we cannot create it, but it can be converted from one form to another form. This requires the use of some solid state materials. It uses the principle of photovoltaic effect, such as device is called solar cell. Underline the photovoltaic effect. For the time being this is not there for you. In the next higher classes we will go with voltaic effect. You have seen the solar cells being used in the traffic signals in cities, lightning lamps and pumping waters and for the purpose of rural areas. It's the same thing which is again he is mentioning there where we are using the solar energy there. Okay, conversion of solar energy I told you. So here see what we are doing, we are converting solar energy into light energy. That's what I told you. We cannot convert, we cannot create energy, but we can change the form of one form of energy to another form. In the same way there also electrical energy, we have electric cells also. The main thing here is converting solar energy into electrical energy. This is the main important thing here. And again we have another examples here. We can see the same solar energy we use for heat energy to cook anything inside here, and here solar energy to take water, hot water. If you want hot water, we'll go with solar panels here. That is, here solar energy is converted into heat energy. There we have solar panels where solar energy is converted into light energy. Means from there you are getting light or electricity. That is the examples where conversion of energy takes place from one form to another form. And we have bioenergy. I told you bioenergy. I told bio means the word bio. I told you many times also. Bio means the things which have life. That is called bio. It may be plant or animals. That's why we use the word biology. Bio means life, logy means study. Study of life, biology. So bio, life. So the things which have life. Life means not here exactly the life. From the life, it may be dead life or some may be universal life. It includes the process where biological matter such as plants and plant products provide the basis of energy and its conversion. Plant organic matter are also called vegetable biomass. Offers clean fuel for energy. It maintains an unpolluted environment and reduces the carbon dioxide content. Very important thing is reduces the carbon dioxide content. It is very important because nowadays carbon dioxide is becoming a poisonous for all of us. So here reducing the carbon dioxide content is very important. Biomass improves quality and water retention capacity of the soil. One thing is improves the quality and another thing is water retention capacity of the soil. Water retention in the sense absorption of water will be more with the soil, or there will be no loss of any minerals from the soil. And we have biogas. I told you biogas is a clean gas which is produced from gobar gas. Generally we use as gobar gas also. It is produced from cow dung in a specific biogas plant commonly called gobar gas. I told you already what is gobar gas. It helps in obtaining both cooking fuel and enriched manure. It can also be used for lighting and running small engines. This is a picture how the biogas is prepared. So we are not going in detail there. So this is the biogas. It means all the wastes of animal products as well as plant products are used in preparation of biogas. Here mainly we are taking cow dung here. That is why it's called biogas or gobar gas. Gobar in Hindi is gobar, in Kannada ನಾವು ಸಗಣಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ, ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ gobar ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. That is the difference. Conversion of biomass into energy. Same thing. How it is converted into biomass into energy. There are three basic processes here. One is combustion pyrolysis, another is biogasification and fermentation process. For you this is there but is not given in detail, but only for you we have fermentation. What do you mean fermentation? Conversion of sugars into alcohol to produce ethane and solid residual fuel. So conversion of sugar into alcohol. I give the examples also. Sugars into alcohol to produce alcohol to produce ethane. Ethane means what? C2H5OH. The chemical name of ethane is C2H5OH, or it is also called ethyl alcohol. Ethyl alcohol, or we have CH4OH. This is what we call methyl alcohol. This alcohol, the alcohol what we are seeing is C2H5OH. It is ethane, and this ethyl alcohol, this is produced generally nowadays. The people what they drink is ethyl alcohol. Now you know examples now we live wine shop ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮಾರೋದು ethyl alcohol. The content of ethyl alcohol is there, but methyl alcohol is very poisonous. ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರಬಹುದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳ್ಳು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸರಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಭಾಳ ಜನ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕುಡಿದು ಇದಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಲ್ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಫರ್ಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ethyl alcohol, what happens there, it will be converted into methyl alcohol, which is very poisonous gas. But when you compare these two, methyl alcohol or methane is used as a fuel nowadays. It is used more abundantly nowadays, methyl alcohol as well as ethyl alcohol. So while fermentation, it is a process. Fermentation is a process, conversion of sugars into alcohols. So ಅಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಳ್ಳಿಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಇಥೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಬದಲು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಿಥೈಲ್ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಭಾಳ ಪಾಯ್ಸನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕುಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಜನ ಸಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ವಿತ್ ಇಥೈಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಥೈಲ್. ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗುಡ್ energy sources when compared to other farms. Alternative to diesel, bio alternative to diesel. Yes, again bio alternative to diesel. And main thing is, only one thing I want to say here. We have Jatropha here. It is given in your textbook, Jatropha seeds or Jatropha plants. I told there Honge there. Now we have here Jatropha. The Jatropha is hardly plant which can grow on any type of soil under any kind of agroclimatical conditions. So Pongamia pinnata, Honge I told you already in the beginning also. These two plants nowadays they are using to produce petrol, diesel and everything. Mainly you can observe here is another plant that yields biofuel. Biodiesel obtained from such sources is being used to run transport vehicles. That's why I told you transport vehicles means maybe petrol, diesel. That's why we are going more Jatropha seeds and Honge seeds. And one thing you remember, in multiple choice or in 1 mark question you may ask what is the scientific name of Honge. It is in our textbook also. The scientific name of Honge is Pongamia pinnata. This you should remember the name. It is very important for you. And Jatropha plants. I told Jatropha plants, how the Jatropha plants will be there. You can see the Jatropha plants and the seeds also which are used to prepare the petrol and diesel and everything. So these are the Jatropha plants pictures which you can see clearly here. Hippie tree, I told in the beginning only we have hippie tree also, but it's not that much of when compared to Jatropha and Honge there. But this is also conventional where you can produce energy from these plants. And Neem tree, I think you are familiar with Neem tree. Neem tree means ಬೇವಿನ ಎಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇವಿನ ಮರ. So that is Neem tree. From that seeds also you can produce energy also, that is fuel also. But compared to those two, Honge pinnata what I told, Honge and the Jatropha, these are very low but they are very useful to us. Simuruba tree, this is one of the plant where we are used to prepare the alternate sources of energy that I told you, that is bioenergy. From these plants we can do that also. And machines to extract biodiesel, this is not for you, just go through this, how many machines are there here. So how they are extracted here, biodiesel, under in the word extracting biodiesel, it is not only diesel, it is biodiesel. Bio means from living organisms, maybe plants, animals, whatever it is. So from these are the some machines which are given here examples so that we can extract biodiesel from these plants. And wind energy, I think you are familiar with wind energy. If you go anywhere, in any place in India, either in the one city or the other city you will find windmills. It is one form of energy. I told you what is windmills. When they start rotating, the inside we have one turbine. That turbine starts rotating. When turbine starts rotating, automatically the electricity is produced by the process called electromagnetic induction, which you have studied already in the regular class. So electromagnetic induction is a process where electricity is produced by inducing magnetism. So when it is induced, when the turbine starts rotating. If you want to start turbine to rotate, what you have to do is you have to make the turbine to rotate. For that we are using many things. We are using water, we are using wind, we are using geothermal energy, we are using whatever energy we are using, it is used just to rotate the turbines. Once the turbines rotate, then automatically the electricity starts. You may be observed that from water also we are getting electricity. So if I ask someone how you will get water, electricity from water, some will say they will not have the answer. It is not like that. In the dams, the water will be falling down. Exactly at the bottom of the dam, we will have big turbines will be there. So when the force of the water falls on the turbine starts rotating. When the turbine starts rotating, automatically the electric magnetic process, and from that process, electricity will be produced. That is one. And one thing you have to remember here, very important one is, in India, highest windmills are found near Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. All over India, highest windmills where we find in Kanyakumari only. Okay. Wave energy. So getting energy through wave. So here they are not gone in detail through wave energy, tidal energy. Just as remember, from the waves also you will get the energy and the process is given there. Same thing I told you, whatever the process is there, it is make you to rotate the ಟರ್ಬೈನ್. ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ತೊಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಏದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ಸ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಏನು? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್. ಮೇನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಏನು? ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ದ ಟರ್ಬೈನ್ಸ್ ಟು ರೊಟೇಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್, that makes the difference here. But the main intention is to make the turbines to rotate. That is wave energy. From wave energy also we are doing the same thing. Okay children, now we will go with geothermal energy. I already told you what is mean by geothermal energy. Geo means earth, thermal means temperature. So from earth we are getting the temperature and using it. Okay children, I will go with the geothermal energy. So I told you geo means earth, thermal means temperature, energy, from where we get the energy from the earth here. So it refers to heat of the earth within 10 kilometer radius. So from the surface, if you go 10 kilometer radius, from there we can take the thermal energy, that is heat energy there. It can also be processed for power. Geothermal energy has a temperature of about 13,000 centigrade. Imagine how much it is, 13,000 centigrade, not 1300, it's 13,000 centigrade. There are about 340 hot springs identified in different parts of our country. There have been attempts to utilize the geothermal energy in Puga, Manikaram, Tatapani, underline the word Tatapani, it is very important, and Bakneshwar. Puga in Ladakh and Tatapani in Madhya Pradesh are most promising. That's why I told you to remember Tatapani, because the Tatapani, it is someone will produce as Tatapani, but it is as Tatapani only. And Puga in Ladakh. This you may get as multiple choice or one more question. Puga and Tatapani. And I told you already with windmills in Kanyakumari and Wange, what is scientific name of Wange, these type of questions are there. You give importance to that one. So here you have geothermal energy. I told from the 10 kilometer of, we are getting this type of geothermal energy. You can observe here from the temperature. See how the temperature is raising here. Raising in the sense we can see the waves here, the vapors of the temperature which is coming out from the earth here. It's the same thing there also. And this is another one. This is, I think it is panel, and that is windmill. Only these two are important for us. Okay, so you can see the steam is coming from the earth here. So steam is nothing but, you know, the steam here, you get steam in our whole house also, how much temperature it will be. For it will be not more than 100 degrees Celsius, but here it is, they are telling it is about 13,000 degrees Celsius. Imagine, for 100 degrees Celsius we are unable to tolerate. Imagine 30,000 degrees Celsius, how much it will be capacity. And we have energy from wastes also. So you can see here the waste of everything what we are doing here, that from that also we are getting energy. A huge quantity of waste is generated in our towns and cities, that we know. Waste generation is very high, especially in sugar, paper and pulp industries. Such waste can also be converted into energy, sugar, paper and pulp. Thus, in the recent years, search for alternative source of energy has yielded good result. If we are properly put into use, we can be self-sufficient and can took forward sustainable development. But for the, still in our country, it is not going on. But the main thing is, in other countries, they are going with this energy from waste. Still, we are going with these type of experiments. So, how to convert these waste into energies? Okay, so till now we have studied different types of energy, source of energies, from where we will get, and how we will get, and how they are produced for some. So this is an important chapter, because nowadays common questions, they'll give more importance for common questions here. Now it is a most moving subject now. Moving subject in the sense most important subject here. So you'll get nearly from 8 to 10 marks from this chapter. So read well, and also I have sent you the study materials also. Go with that and compare this. If you still won't understand, so regular classes will be going on. There your doubts will be clarified. Okay, children. In Telegram we have sent SSLC Notes app. In that app we have chapter wise, lessons wise. If we take science, we have all the chapters. In the chapters, if you want to go, you can go with source of energy there. There you can find in detail about this chapter, where you can understand still more if you are interested there. So go with that and read well and write the notes also. Don't forget to write the notes. Thank you, children.